I enjoy life outdoor very, very much. I mean, obviously it can be quite knackering, you know, quite tiring, and there's, you know, it can get hard work, but I nevertheless enjoy it all. I mean, it's a great way of seeing the country and meeting people. I still get nervous. In fact, every time before I go on stage, I get nervous. You can probably detect it in me now. I'm very nervous now. There's nothing I can do to prevent it. But if it starts looking as if it's not going to happen, that I'm going to get nervous, then I start worrying that I'm not going to be nervous, because that's what kicks in the adrenaline. And then when I start worrying about my not being nervous, that makes me nervous. So it usually works, you know. I think it's just a way of kicking in the adrenaline. It's a bit like crossing a border or something. Words have usually come easy to me, but for very different motivations. I mean, I was a fugitive for a long time, so I had to pretend and therefore act and say lies to people, which is telling stories really. So, yeah, that bit came easy. But as regards sort of reciting stories out loud to various audiences, I found that challenging to begin with, and a whole different discipline. But it's not something I sought in any way. It's something that found me. I suppose there must be some authors that influence, you know, how I write. But when I read them, I wasn't looking for influence, and it's very hard to sort of determine what does. Some of it must have had some influence. I suppose the simple answer is yes, but I don't know which ones. Well, it's not so much that I've dabbled with the music industry. I think they've dabbled with me, and I don't mean that in any sort of arrogant sense. I mean, I have no creative ability whatsoever. But people like my voice, and some musicians have thought that it could like work as some sort of instrument by itself, and have done all the musical creativity to accompany it. And I enjoy doing that very much, because it's exposing me to a new talent. But none of it is my talent whatsoever. I mean, all I do is talk shit, really. The weirdest question was did you go out with my mother for 5 years? The 3 words that I would use to describe my life, and I guess I'm cheating a bit because I'm using the word "and" as one of the 3 words, is lucky and wonderful.